This is the where the war has been happening. Here's Iran right here. And you can see why closing that off from all of this is important. However, big alternates have been happening and production increasing has been happening for the last 6 months. This has had plenty of time to switch the negative 20 million barrels a day that we lost from the Strait of Hormuz down to, I think it's 4 million or less now. This is a big deal, guys. This is a big deal because what it's saying is we no longer 100% need the Strait of Hormuz. Yes, there are lots of critical things, and things would be a lot better if we could get that. But they've maximized the pipelines through here. They're using the Suez Canal and the Bab el Mandeb Strait, which is down here, is where a lot of that redirection is coming from for the oil. So there is a problem. Yemen are attacking the Saudis, which have the pipelines that are moving a lot of this oil through now. And there's still like 20% traffic going through the strait. It's not completely closed off, but it's very low. That being said, if the Houthis decide to close this strait down, one, we'd blow them up. I mean, it'd be bad. But that would cause oil to skyrocket. I mean, it would 120 a barrel easy, 130, 140, because this would add an additional deficit of 4 to 8 million barrels per day, which would almost, cut us pretty close back to where we were, 60% of the strait being closed, and we just keep driving things up. The other thing is that the American economy, Venezuela, all these other things are all that production and everything, sourcing, everything's been changed. The whole game has changed. I suspect that part of this conflict is for that reason. We want to break. Sorry, was looking at the chart. We want to break the Strait of Hormuz dependence that we have. And what other way but to just take it over and deal with the consequences and force a redirection of the global oil supply chain. I mean, it really makes sense if you think about it. And that may be secondary or a co-owner of why it's a big deal. But the other thing is going to be to cut off China. they get all their oil from there, like 80% of it or something, It's I don't know about 80, like 50 to 60%. It's a large portion of their oil, and they get some from Russia, but they have almost no. I think they have 10 to 15, 20% of their own oil. Like they import the majority of their oil supplies. So this is kind of like a double-edged thing. Like one thing we're kind of cutting the world off from the strait, so the Middle East can probably be in some kind of perpetual conflict forever, and then at the same time we're cutting off China, who we're going to be in some perpetual conflict for a very long time in the future. Think about it. That's why we went to Venezuela. It wasn't about the drugs. Nobody cares about the drugs. They don't care about the drugs. They bring in the damn drugs. It's about the oil, man. Always about the oil. Always about the oil. Anyway, that's my rant. Book it. It's gonna everything will come to fruition. Now, will the Bab el Mandeb Strait be closed? Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. It's gonna ramp up a bit more though. You're gonna start seeing, and I did just see something about a ship getting mysteriously hit in I think it was in the Gulf of Aden here. So if that is true, that would be that's like a catalyst that could wreck us right now. But the Strait of Hormuz being closed, um, everybody already knows it's closed, so we're good.